Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome to yet another speed build. This one, if you're watching this at release time, it's a premiere. So hello, welcome to me in chat also. But yes, this build was a long time coming is all I'm gonna say. But yes, this is a hotel slash spa slash restaurant. So in your game it's going to be a restaurant, but there are hotel rooms and everything, and a spa for your Sims to go and get massages in, and there's like a little coffee area out the back. You're gonna see it all, but as you can see here, I've started this on a much smaller lot than it ends up on. This was meant to be part of my rebuilding New Crest, so I've already used up the big 50 by 40 lot next to it, so I only had this 30 by 40. Wanted to try and put it on. The house, the actual building is ginormous, so for epic fail on my part, it would never look good on a 30 by 40. I don't follow my own rules. I'm useless. But for you, bonus build, because this now got moved to a 64 by 64 lot, and it's not part of the real rebuilding New Crest load of videos. It's just extra. So you're welcome. But anyway, of course, in this build, we are using a shed load of Felixander CC. Without it, this build is not really possible to look as impressive as it does. So a big thank you to him. I have been a patron of his for like over a year now, which is kind of crazy. And from being a patron, we got talking and we are now really good friends, which is just like kind of crazy. This Sims game has brought me some very good friends along the way, so I just highly recommend, if you're like not on Twitter already, I recommend joining it, because that's where I have made all of my simming friends, is on Twitter. So yeah, highly recommend that. But his content is available exclusively through Patreon, and for his entire back catalogue, it's only $20 for everything that he's made up to this date. So well worth it, believe it or not. I think I started supporting him like on month 2, so the second month he started doing it, and I paid $20 for the back catalogue. So let's just say it wasn't value for money then, but it most definitely is very much value for money. I think there's like over 200 items, I think. Don't at me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's about that. And yeah, all of this is made by him. All of the CC in this build is made by Felix, and I've paired it with in-game content because I just wanted to have his CC and have nobody else's in there. Do you know what? It just makes my life a lot easier for linking stuff, because I'm lazy like that. So you're welcome. But his details will be left in the description box, and also there's going to be like a Tumblr post to go with this and everything, with a link to his Patreon. So yeah, this build, I found this on Pinterest. It is actually a real chateau in life. I tend to get reference images for all of my builds. Most definitely this is no exception, and it turned out really good. I'm gonna try and find a reference image and I will insert it now. Make a note of time, Samantha. What is the time? 4 minutes into it. Yeah, hopefully I'll find a reference image and insert it of what the actual real life build looks like. I think I've done a pretty decent job, of course. You kind of have to use your own little kind of creative license when it comes to creating things in The Sims. Sometimes things that look great in real life just do not look good in The Sims. So you just need to know when to change up a build. Sometimes people can get really caught up on making it exactly like it does inner image, and they kind of lose the great, I don't know, just all the great qualities about the build. So but yeah, loads of these details adding now. We're going into the roof. Luckily with this build, it was very symmetrical, which bonus. I could literally just copy what is on the right hand side now to make the left hand side. So there's going to be like a big old jump cut very soon, and you're going to magically see like the build complete. I did have quite a bit of footage for this build, so I had to get rid of a whole load because I know how people just don't like builds in 2 parts. I don't really like doing 2 parts for builds, but yeah. And also because it's a hotel, there are, I think there's like maybe 4 rooms that are all the same but just different colours. So what I actually did was just showed you one room getting done, one of the modern rooms getting decorated, and it's just the same throughout. So yeah, so there's like a big kind of traditional room in this build, which I would call maybe like the honeymoon suite, presidential suite, whatever you want to call it. And that's lots of Felixander CC everywhere, just everywhere is Felixander. And then all of the other hotel rooms are done with a more of a modern spin, so your Sims can go here. I actually used restaurants before for my Sims to go you just go basically out for dinner and you just don't go back home. That's how it works in The Sims. I did see that, what was it, Kawaii Stacy has just made a mod which you can run your own hotels and you can also visit them. So that mod is actually going to be released just before this video goes live. So if you haven't checked out Kawaii Stacy already, I highly recommend her mods. She is like modding queen extraordinaire. She makes so many mods, they're so great. I use the like the preschool and like toddler nursery ones so that my toddlers actually vacate the house. I know I'm a bad person, I just want the toddlers out of the place when I play with them, but they go to school, they learn they learn some skills and it's great. So that helps me. It's more realistic, like who has their toddler at home all the time? If they did, their toddler would probably not benefit very much and not be socialized. So that's why you send your kids to like nursery and play school and all that stuff. And they're just great mods. Can I just, word of warning, I think the mod might break with the next patch. I presume it's a script mod. It's got to be a script mod, hasn't it? So yeah, it's probably going to break, which is unfortunate for her, like releasing it just before the patch when it's about to go. So, but yeah, I'm sure everyone is going to be working like double time to get all of their script mods redone and everything and uploaded. So yeah, back to this build, we are still detailing. There was a lot of detailing to put on this to make it kind of all go together. This door that I'm putting on now, I know it should really be the front door, but the front door of this place wasn't like that, and but I still wanted to use it. That door has to be probably my favorite piece of that Felix has ever created, because the door is just it's divine. And I also need to make like a series of apartment blocks just so I can use that door again. Everything is just about making builds so I can use that specific door. So I'm glad I actually got to use it in this build, and it is just gorgeous. Maybe I might make some like recolors for myself as well. Yeah, maybe not, maybe. I'm like a prolific recolorer and never releaser, so I need to stop it. I need to actually get this like Victorian kitchen finished, so I need to get my butt ink here. That's what I really should do. But I must say, in case you didn't know, I am gonna be doing some more builds next week. I am now, this is my second release I since becoming an EA game changer. So that means I get early release of the upcoming packs and all that kind of jazz. So I'm going to be getting early release of the Get Famous game pack on Tuesday evening, my time, and I'm going to have to do some kind of miracle to get a video out to you guys at 4 p.m. my time on the Wednesday. And believe it or not, on the Wednesday I managed to book myself into a very important meeting that is going to last all day from early, so I don't actually have the normal wiggle room that I would to get a build up because I'm not going to be at home. So Tuesday night is going to be interesting for me, is what I'm going to say. But yeah, the patch comes and then we get the code for the early release stuff, and we have basically until 4 o'clock the next day is when the embargo lifts. You don't have to have it up at that time, but of course it's only natural to want to have your content up at the first possible available time so that you guys get it early. There's no point in having early access, I suppose, and not releasing stuff early. So, but for you guys, the pack does come out on Friday worldwide, but for me, I get it on Tuesday night, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm going to do a slightly more simple build and like give you my thoughts and opinions on the pack. I'll reserve my opinions and thoughts for that video because I won't clutter up this one with it. Yeah, so I'll tell you everything I think about the pack in that one, and also go through like a build. So I've already decided what I'm going to do, and then hopefully before the end of the week I will have another build up as well using the new pack. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna limit the items that I use in the builds. I think definitely the first build that I have up is going to be CC free, so that you at least have one of them to go up when the pack comes out. So that one will be CC free and mostly obviously contain lots of items from the Get Famous. But then the next one, I think I might even switch back to having CC. I have a really great idea, but it needs Peacemaker's, what they called, loft living, like the arches. It really needs those in the build. Like, it can't be done without them. So I think I might have to do that. Sorry. But it's a great idea I've got. Trust me, it's going to be great. Anyway, back to this build. We're doing landscaping. Is this my type of normal landscaping? I don't think so. I don't normally do something quite as structured as this water feature, but I'm trying to do more structured landscaping with these kinds of builds because I think it warrants it. And you can't really be that rusticy with these types of builds. I'm pretty sure they would have had some special landscape artist that designed it to go beautifully and complement the home. But it's just me in The Sims, so good luck with that. But yeah, it looks beautiful. The landscape, I've had to cut out quite a bit of the landscaping. There is like a natural pondy pool in it, so I suppose you could go and swim in there if you want to, but it's not meant to look like a swimming pool, but you can use it if you want. So yeah, you can see it there. I've cut that out because you have seen me do ponds and pools 5 million times. If you want to look at how I do those ponds in great detail, I have a video recently that is Newcrest Gardens, and it is just a giant pool and me covering up the edges with plants. So if you want to see how I do that, go ahead and watch that video. I'll probably put it as some kind of annotation on this video as well. But yeah, just more downsizing of plants. I would probably put a warning with this lot saying that if you're computer cannot handle The Sims very well. Maybe this lot is questionable because it's got a lot of downsized plants around this pond, and also there is a lot of content in this. It's not laggy for me, but I have a really good PC, so let me know how you get on with it. But okay, so we've moved on to the inside. As I said before, there is like a little cafe area outside. I'm sure what you can do when you get here is like click on certain things to hire staff. I know with a restaurant, they automatically have a bartender. There is only one bar in this place, so that will be, do we want to call it manned? The bar will be manned by somebody, so that'll be fine. These check-in desks, of course, there's only ever going to be like one person, I think, coming to do that. As you can see, they're a little trick with an island that you downsize, and you can put a computer on it so it looks like it's right there on that marble table, but it's not really. I don't think your sim will probably use that, but it's fine. It's great for decoration. And yeah, I really liked this entrance area. You can see I'm getting down to like eye level to check everything. That is definitely a tip that I would say, is to get down to eye level to make sure everything works. Lots of times just looking from above is just not going to help you. And we did a little like cloakroom in there. I was going to cut that footage out because this build is like 34 minutes with all of the screenshots in. Luckily I did not do a fly through. If it was a fly through, we would have been like at 40 minutes or something. But yeah, that Jungle Adventures like little emblem thing looks really cute out there on the gravel. So last minute addition, always love it. There's some detailing on the outside that is actually from Jungle Adventures as well. So that's definitely a good pack to have if you want the outside to look exactly as it does. But otherwise, just lots of Felix Sander content. If you went and got the $20 package and got all of his stuff now, the build would look identical to what it does now. I must say, like, I think the $20 would just be worth it for the doors on the inside. Those doors are just beautiful. What can I say? I have a little story of how I found Felix's content. So, as again I said, Twitter is great. I would say I was on Twitter last September, and Sim Architecture, you'll know, it does lots. If you don't know him, you should. He does lots of the same builds using Felix's CC, and basically he put a screenshot up of lots of different items on an empty lot, and he was like, sorting through for my next build, and I saw some windows and I was just like, what the hell are those? Like, literally, what? And I was just like, who made the windows? And he told me, oh, it's Felix Sander. It's like through Patreon. It's a Patreon exclusive. And I was like, yep, trust me to have expensive taste. But yeah, that is how I found his content, and I am forever grateful. The windows in question, I think I've used them kind of on this build. They are large, like Petit Trianon windows that I think are on the next floor up. They're definitely used for the hotel rooms and everything. They're basically the taller version of the one there, and I don't know what I do without his content, to be quite honest. It makes my game so much more enjoyable to use, and yeah, just how can you say no to all of this stuff? It's impossible. And also these walls are some of my favorites. I do need to actually do more recolors of them because they're my favorite ones. They're just single panels and they're more simple and they can go into other builds. I definitely want to do another apartment build using those walls and doing ultra modern furniture. I did do one on what's it called, Twitch, but I didn't record it and it was an epic fail on my part. But I really want to do it. Also, another thing that I would really like to do is to start creating my own custom content. The kind of content that would kind of contrast with Felix's content. So I think like my favorite way to use his content is actually to use maybe his wallpapers and his basically build the house build the house using all of his content and then furnish it with ultra modern stuff. At the moment I'm doing it with sometimes doing it with Mindcatz's stuff, then that's another person that has premium content. If you're interested in that as well, that's over on Tumblr. But I would really like to make some of my own CC to go with Felix's CC. Predominantly, I just really want I really want a modern kitchen, and I have found an image on Pinterest that is to die for kind of kitchen, like the kind of literally, I think if I ever made that kitchen I might cry by the end of it from doing it, but from relief and the sheer beauty of it if I managed to pull it off. But yeah, let's just say marble if it's featured in this kitchen, my dream kitchen, and I just want it. And no one I know would make such a piece of CC, so it's just I have to make it myself, otherwise I'm just gonna forever live not knowing that kitchen in the game. But yeah, that's something that I'd like to do. I have a lot to learn. Luckily I have used 3D programs in the past and stuff, so I kind of know the basics, but I would need to learn a couple of new programs to do the CC, and probably a kitchen's not a good one to start on, because I've heard from others, i.e. Peacemaker, that they're kind of annoying. And they make you want to slap yourself silly. So maybe I shouldn't do it, but whatever. So yeah, but this part now in the build, we are doing the little spa area. So I put a cute little reception desk there. This kind of set the tone for the building being slightly more modern, because I just thought these really went well with the wallpapers and everything. So I thought, let's just carry this on. This is the first room that I did after the bar and everything, and I thought, yeah, this is the direction I want to go in. So yeah, we just got a little waiting room. Your Sims can wait there while they're getting ready for their treatment. So we've got 2 massage tables in there. Of course, you can't. Yeah, you can actually. I'm pretty sure you can hire a masseuse on any lot. I think you can just click and hire one, so fingers crossed you can do that. I haven't actually checked if you can do that on community lots, because this isn't, I suppose you could try and categorize this as a spa or something to get them to do it, or I'm not too sure how that works. Of course this leads on to my dream, and I think every simmer's dream of having multifunctional lot types, having be able to be a restaurant and a spa legitimately without doing some weird kind of jiggery pokery stuff to make it work. That would be the ultimate dream. So you can have a row of shops and have individual businesses. I think someone said this was possible in maybe Sims 2 or 3, that you could have multiple categories for a community lot. So yeah, I would really love that to be in The Sims 4. It would be a dream come true, I think, for many people. Also the whole, with terrain tools now, we're getting kind of semi-split leveling, but you can't have 2 different kind of foundation heights directly next to each other. There has to be 1 square space, but they have actually publicly come out and said that they are definitely want to work towards true split leveling in the game, which I understand they can't get it in the game now because it's such a huge task they're trying to do, and that they need to do it in stages. I completely wholeheartedly understand that aspect of it. So I'm really glad that they have openly come out and said that they are actually going to try and get that into the game at a later date. I think that's all any of us want to know, is that they're like continuing to work on stuff for the game and all that kind of stuff. What am I doing in this, and why am I paused? I think this part of the footage, I like decided to just do this bedroom while on stream. And if you've been to one of my streams, you'll know that there is a lot of reading chat and stopping. So it's less of a get the build done, more of a hey, let's hang out and chat kind of time. So yeah, that's what my streams are. So I will actually be doing a like early release live stream as well on Wednesday. So if you want to check out the game and ask questions or anything, I'll be doing that live on Twitch. I would always really love to be able to do it on like YouTube at the same time, but I don't know if I don't think realistically I have the time to do the whole setup that I need to make that happen. So I'm sorry, I don't think it's going to happen. If it does happen, then it's a bonus for you. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to be on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Hey Harrie. I'll be live on Wednesday evening my time, which 8 p.m. British summertime, 8 p.m. GMT, which is 3 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live showcasing like all of the build buy items, all of the CAS items. I'm going to go through everything in the game, and then probably on the Saturday, yeah, that's on the Wednesday, and then on next Saturday I'll be doing like a build using all of the content, and hopefully I'll have like 2 builds up for you. I said definitely one on Wednesday I'm gonna have for you here on the channel, and hopefully another one before the end of the week as well. I already have something in my mind, but you know, terrain tools, I feel like I'm not gonna know properly what I can do with the terrain tools until I have like it in my game. Like, you don't know what you can do until you have it, like you have the tools and you can play around with them and you know what they can do. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to terrain tools. It's been a real struggle to build, knowing that the terrain tools have been coming for so long. I feel like it's really, really long, but I think it's only been like a month since they announced them. So I don't know why it just, the time has just gone so slow for me. Like, do you remember when they announced seasons and it was like, it's coming in a month, and it was like, wow, and then magically it was here, and seasons like came around really, really quickly. But this one has just felt like an age, and the fact that we don't have terrain tools and how much better my builds could look with terrain tools, minus this one because it just looks good on a flat lot. And I did start at this, I'm pretty sure, like maybe like 6 weeks ago. No, it can't be that long. Maybe 4 weeks ago I started this build, and I did like a lot of it, and then I just had my what is it? My little I'm looking at something on the screen and it says Lil, and I just said little. Oh, so bad. That I had just had like the hotel rooms to do, and I was just like 6 rooms to do. Oh, I couldn't face it, you know, when you know they're all gonna be like the same thing. So that got left for a little while, kind of unfinished, but we finally pulled the trigger and got everything done. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can actually play in it. If you do download it and use it, feel free to tag me. If you have a Tumblr, you can tag me on there. You have Twitter, feel free to tag me on there. Yeah, I just love seeing people actually use my builds. If you renovate it, feel free to send me screenshots of that as well. I'd love to see this maybe done as a like private residence instead of a hotel. That would be kind of cool. I have no idea what you would do with all of the rooms. It would be one big house is all I can say. So yeah, good luck with that if you decide to convert it into a house. Rather you than me, thank you. But I would also download it if you did do it. I would download it. I haven't actually played with my Sims, like my own personal Sims, in one of these builds, which is kind of surprising. I don't know why I haven't, but that's definitely something I need to do. Oh, actually, I have used it for like one of my Sims. I did another hotel. It was a Parisian hotel. It's for my Magnolia Promenade like renovation into Little Paris, and I did a hotel there, and I took my Sims there for like I think I took them. I might have taken them there like as like a weekend away in Paris. It was super cute. I think I got like my Sim to propose there, like, and it had a restaurant and everything, and it looked super, 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 super cute. So yeah, it's just, they're epic. So we're on to the final like segment of this build. True story, I literally came back. I was on voice chat on Discord, and I was like, right, let's get these hotel rooms done. I'll just record one of them for the speed build, because they're all going to be the same basically. So I'll just record one, and then we'll be good, and I'll stop recording. So that's what I did. I'm pretty sure I did that. And when I came to edit the video, I tried to find the footage, and there was nothing. So I think I accidentally deleted all of the footage the original footage I have. So if you can see there to the right, the other hotel room is done. This is not the way it happened. I did actually do this room first, but I decided to recreate the creation of this room for you, just so you could see how I actually did put together the rooms. I thought it was a bit bad to kind of like use one of the screenshots of these rooms as the thumbnail and then not show you how it was done in the build. So I recreated it just for you to have a look and see what I did. I did actually go around and copy like the bathrooms or the items out of the bathrooms for all the other rooms. So I think there's like another there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more bedrooms. So there's 5 in this modern style and 1 in the traditional style, and that bedroom is like twice the size as everything else. So that's a huge like honeymoon suite thingy. So yeah, these ones are basically all kind of the very similar, slightly different layouts, but I've changed all the colors. So I think there's a white one, there's a kind of a darker, more black one. What I didn't have in this build, I don't think I had Felix's Baroque wallpapers yet. But anyway, oh my god, I've rambled on and we've got to the end and it's screenshots. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done already, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, all that good jazz, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye guys.